Ever had somebody flash their lights at you, but you don't know why, but you're rolling down a hill on a national speed limit road that suddenly becomes 30? What comes first? You figure out the message, or you spot the van too late? Apparently it's illegal to warn other drivers of a speed camera. £1,000 fine. Is this fair, or is it not fair? Usually these vans will be reported straight away on local Facebook groups with a mixed response because it's a rather divisive subject. Much like politics, people seem to be completely unable to consider an argument that isn't currently their own, and they'll vehemently defend their ideas whilst totally blanking something that they haven't thought of. It's like their brains are at full capacity. My opinion is that if you warn other drivers of a speed camera, they'll slow down. Job done. Ah, but if you warn them, they won't get caught and they won't learn their lesson, will they? But what is the lesson? These cameras are always placed in areas where drivers are more likely to creep over the limit and therefore catch more people at it. You just don't see these cameras in vulnerable areas such as outside schools or in town centres or on housing estates, do you? If you're driving at 40 miles per hour outside a school during chucking out time, you deserve a big fine and a jolly good kick in the bollocks. 34 miles per hour on a rural area on a clear road, however, is the one that you'll get caught for. And there's an army of do-gooders that will be telling you things like, well, if you don't speed, you won't get caught. If you actually need a speed camera to see if anybody's speeding, that just shows how petty it is, doesn't it? It can't be that inappropriate. You need a device to find out whether they're doing it wrong or not. If you believe it's wrong to warn a driver of a speed camera, then you believe they should get caught, which means that you'll feel happy being responsible for them getting caught and happy to see them speed so they can get caught. But what if this was a genuinely dangerous place to creep over the limit? Would you think it's fair to warn them then? Or would you prefer not to? What if the corner you've just come round had a load of pedestrians knocking about and you see a car coming the other way? Do you still think it's best to just leave them to speed and get caught? Would you be happy to see an innocent pedestrian get run over just so the driver gets caught? Where'd you stop? And another thing, you don't see these cameras at night time, do you? And certainly around here, people drive like lunatics, but there are much fewer of them, so they can't catch as many, can they? And then people say, oh, it's not a money-making thing. Well, it has to be. Otherwise, they wouldn't place these cameras where they place them. There are plenty of people that really do need prosecuting. Those aggressive drivers that overtake everywhere where it's not safe to do so. Those that just run red lights. Those that force you to go through a red light because otherwise you're going to get run into. Those that overtake you at the lights because you've stopped because it's red. Those that drive along the wrong side of the road. Those that do 80 and 90 miles per hour down a 30 limit. These are the people. They're the ones that need prosecuting. Have you ever felt angry at somebody who looks like they might just about be going 34 miles per hour in their Renault Megane? Probably not.